Signore sia con voi.
The Lord be with you.
Dal Vangelo
From the Gospel according to
secondo
John.
Giovanni. Io sono la vite
I am
vera,
the true vine,
e il Padre
and my
mio è
Father
l'agricoltore.
is the vine dresser.
Ogni tralcio
Every branch
che
in me
non
that
porta
bears no fruit,
lo
he
taglia,
cuts away,
e ogni tralcio
and every
che porta
branch
frutto
that does bear
lo
fruit,
pota
he
perché
prunes
porti più frutto.
to make it bear even more.
Voi siete
You
già
are pruned already
a causa
by
della
means of
parola
the
che
word
io annuncio.
that I have spoken to you.
Rimanete in me.
Make your home in me, as I make mine in you.
Come il tralcio
As a
non può
branch
portare
cannot bear
frutto
fruit
da
all
se
by
stesso,
itself,
se
but
non
must
rimane
remain
nella
part
vite,
of the vine,
così
neither
neanche
can
voi,
you
se non rimanete
unless
in me.
you remain in me.
Io sono la
I
vite,
am the vine,
voi i
you
tralci.
are the branches.
Chi rimane in
Whoever
me
remains
e
in
io
me,
in lui,
with me,
porta
in
molto frutto,
him, bears fruit in plenty.
perché senza di
For
me
cut off from
non
me, you
potete
can do
fare
nothing.
Chi non
Anyone who
rimane
does
in
not
me
remain in me
viene
is
gettato
like a
via,
branch
come
that
il
has been
tralcio
thrown
che si
away.
secca.
He withers.
Poi lo raccolgono,
These branches are
lo
collected
gettano nel
and
fuoco,
thrown on the
e lo
fire, and they
bruciano.
are burnt.
Se rimanete
If
in
you
me,
remain in me,
e le mie parole
and my words remain in
rimangono in
you,
voi, chiedete
you
quello
may
che
ask
volete,
what you will,
e vi sarà
and
dato.
you shall get it.
In questo
It
è
is to the glory of my
glorificato il Padre
Father that you
che portiate
should bear
molto
much
frutto
fruit,
e
and
diventiate
then
miei
you will be
discepoli.
my disciples.
Come il Padre
As the
ha
Father
amato
has
me,
loved me,
anche io ho
so I
amato
have
voi.
loved you.
Rimanete nel mio
Remain
amore.
in my love.
Se osserverete
If you
i miei
keep my
comandamenti,
commandments,
rimarrete
you will
nel mio
remain in
amore,
my love,
come io ho
just as I
osservato
have
i
kept my
comandamenti
Father's
del Padre
commandments
mio,
and
rimango
remain
nel
in
suo
his
amore.
love.
Vi ho detto
I have
queste
told you
cose
this
perché la
so
mia
that you,
gioia sia in voi,
your own joy
e la
may be
vostra
in you,
gioia sia
and
piena.
your joy may be complete.
Parola del
The Gospel of the
Signore.
Lord.
Sia lodato Gesù Cristo. Eminenza, eccellenze, autorità civili.
Everyone present here,
Vedo presenti molti sindaci.
I can see many mayors,
Della nuova Beata, fedeli
and
carissimi, soprattutto
faithful,
appartenenti al movimento
especially
dei giovani.
members of the Focolare movement, young people.
Non ci poteva essere
There could not have been a more suitable place
per la
for the beatification of Chiara Badano
che il
than the
santuario
shrine
del
of Our
divino
Lady of Divine Love.
quell'amore
That
divino
divine love
che rapì
which totally enraptured her heart,
il suo cuore di ragazza
the heart of a
giovane
young girl
e amante
who
della
loved
vita.
life.
Ogni santuario mariano
Every
è
Marian
la casa di
shrine is the
Maria.
house of Mary,
E
and Chiara, like all of us, feels at home in the house of the Heavenly Mother. Every Marian shrine is also a type of antechamber of heaven, because it opens mind and heart to the encounter with Jesus, with Mary, the Mother of Divine Love, and with all the angels and saints in heaven. Let's remember that and we heard that in the presentation earlier on. Mrs. Magrini, let's remember that our Blessed passed away precisely on the day of Our Lady of the Rosary. That is the 7th of October 1990, whispering to her earthly mother, "Ciao, Mom, be happy because I am." In heaven, the house of God, love, the Blessed Virgin Mary was waiting with open arms for this beloved daughter of hers, who loved her Jesus so much and had suffered a lot, united with the forsaken crucified one. Mary held her very tightly in her motherly bosom. This was precisely Chiara's desire. When I will die, I will no longer suffer. I will go to heaven, and I'll see Jesus and Mary. In heaven, also Jesus, Chiara's heavenly spouse, greeted her with words of love from the Song of Songs. "Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away, for now the winter is past. The rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. Let me see your face, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your face is lovely." Today's Liturgy of the Word depicts Chiara's spiritual image well. A girl with a crystal clear heart, like spring water, who found refuge and consolation in God. I say to the Lord, "You are my Lord. I have no good apart from you." Chiara saw God, and she bore witness to him on this earth through the charity she had for her neighbors. Beloved, caution St. John, the evangelist of charity. Let us love one another, because love is from God. No one has ever seen God. If we love one another, God lives in us, and His love is perfected in us. Chiara lived to the letter the word that Jesus addressed to us today in the Gospel. Remain in my love. I've told you this so that my own joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. The days of Chiara's earthly life were days of charity given abundantly. Her life, which humanly speaking was a very painful ascent to Calvary, because of her great charity became a luminous transfiguration, as on Mount Tabor. She exchanged suffering into joy, darkness into light, and gave meaning and savour also to the torment wrecking a weak body. In her illness, she proved to be a strong and wise woman. You are the salt of the salt and the light of the world. Dearest all, we have listened with edification to the reading of Chiara's biography, already well known to the majority of you.
già ben nota alla maggior parte di voi. Ma
Let's draw closer to her image, which stands out in front of us, and let's stop to contemplate it. The wedding dress, with which Chiara went to encounter the Lord Jesus, was embellished by the 7 diamonds of the Christian and the Focolarina spirituality. God love, to do the will of God, live out the word of life, love of neighbor, reciprocal love, which brings about unity and the presence of Jesus in our midst. But there is a 7th diamond, the most precious one, which shines out more than the others, and it is a love for Jesus crucified and forsaken. This, affirms Chiara Luce, the foundress of the Focolare movement, is the main cornerstone, which sums up the Focolarino spirituality, and that our Blessed has interpreted at her best. The love for Jesus forsaken infused in her that spiritual energy and that grace able to tolerate every adversity. She was struck by a bone cancer at the age of 16. She accepted the cross while suffering, but with serene strength. I can no longer use my legs, and I like to cycle, but the Lord gave me wings. She suffered, but her soul sang. She refused to take morphine because, as she said, it takes away my lucidity, and I have only suffering to offer to Jesus. At the end of December 1989, when the illness was devouring her, she received "As long as you remain in me and I in you, you bear much fruit." On July the 26th of that same year, Chiara Luce gave her a new name, Luce, light. Chiara Luce. A very well chosen name, because Chiara was an explosion of divine light who surprised everyone, youth and adults. She often said, Jesus must be loved, and that's all. And since she was small, she was very generous in corresponding to the ideal of love of God and of neighbor. There are many manifestations of this charity. Sister Bonaria says that Chiara, during her elementary school days, gave her snacks to a poor schoolmate. When the little girl told her mother that, she started adding 2 snacks every day instead of just 1. But this time too, Chiara continued to distribute them to the poor children, because she saw Jesus in them.